Hi, I'm Jewel, and welcome to my channel, Just Being Jewel, where I, just being me, talk about all of the books that I like, and the books that I'm reading, and the books that I hope to read. And today specifically, I'm talking about the books that I hope to read in July. Fingers crossed, I'm notorious for starting a TBR and then not finishing it. I think that's pretty relatable content, right? So let's just dive right into it. Here are the 6 books that I'm hoping to read in July. First off, I'm hoping to finish I'm Not the Devil by Anne Rice. It is the 5th book in the Vampire Chronicles. I have literally spent months trying to read this. I think it was literally on like my March TBR, and then I moved across the country and I got really busy and I didn't read for like 2 months, and then I started it in June and I am like a quarter of the way through it. I'm hoping to finish it in July and be done with it. It's not that I don't like it. I enjoy Anne Rice's writing. It takes me a while to read it. So here I am, 3rd month in. And then after I finish I'm Not the Devil, because Anne Rice's content is always a little heavy, I guess you could say, a little bloody. I am hoping to read Chai Sweet Home Volume 2. And this is a comic, and there is no plot. There is nothing to this except this cute cat doing cute cat things. So it's literally just like wholesome content, and it serves no other purpose than to go aww and feel happy inside after having read it. So I'm following up Anne Rice with they gotta balance each other out. One is super dark and edgy, and the other is super light and fluffy. After that, I will be reading Golden Hand by Garth Nix. So if you've watched any of my videos on my channel, I am trying to reread all of the Aporson series, and this is actually the first one of the Aporson series that I haven't read. So I, over the last couple months, have reread the first 4 books. And this one I haven't read, so this is going to be new for me. So anyone who has read any of the Aporson series will know that they're not necessarily chronological order. They don't always follow the same characters. But this one actually does follow characters from the 2nd and 3rd in the series, Lyriel and Aporson. So there is a character in those who goes through some pretty traumatic stuff, and because of it, he's got a situation going on. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but he's got a situation. And one of the other characters, Lyriel, from the 2nd book, it sounds like she and him are going to get together, and she's going to try and help him solve his situation. She also, it sounds like, is... her mother has, if you find this out in the 2nd book very easily, it's one of the first things covered. Her mother is missing, and her mother left and is sort of presumed as dead. So I think she's also trying to go find her mother. So it's actually not a very huge book. It's pretty thin, so I should be able to get to it. I say pretty thin, and then I open it up and it's over 300 pages long. It's like 350 pages. It's a short book, 350 pages. I like the artwork a lot for these newer ones. The older ones were more classic, person on a cover, but I like the artwork with the charter marks, and you can kind of see when it hits the light hits it right. There are all these charter marks all over the book, and I think the art for it's really cool. And then when you open it up, it has the charter mark on the actual cover too, when you take the dust jacket off. So I like pretty things, so I appreciate that. And then after I read this, there will only be one more book of the Aporson series left, and I will have caught up on that. So it's really exciting for me. I have a hard time finishing series sometimes. I just kind of never continue them. So I start a lot of things, and the follow through, the commitment's not always there. But that's okay. Don't have to read things that you're not enjoying. Better finish it, DNF it. But I am enjoying this, so I'm excited to finish it. And then another book that I plan to read in July is a long time coming. And I'm not even going to say anything really about this book, because if you are watching a booktube video, especially from a channel as small as mine, there's no doubt in my mind that you already know about this book. Dune. I'm finally going to do it. I'm going to read Dune. I don't know how I've gotten 29 years of my life without having read Dune, for it being as critically acclaimed as it is. I think part of the reason is the movies coming out made me extra not want to watch it. I was like, no, it's all popular now. Now I don't want to read it because it's mainstream. I don't know why I rebel like that. Like why I have to feel like I can't like mainstream stuff. So I think it's the hubbub has died down a little bit, and I'm gonna read Dune. This is a chunky book. It's over 600 pages long, almost 700 pages. So this is going to take me some time to get through. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of my month is reading this book. So the next book on the list, I don't think I will get to based on how long Dune is. But if I do get to it, I would like to read Book of Night by Holly Black. I am a huge Holly Black fan. I love Holly Black's work. I have so much of it. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm sitting in front of all of it. So there's like... Oh, it's too shadowed. You can't see. But down here is just like a giant stack of Holly Black's work. And I am scared because I have heard some people say not great things about the magic system in this. And how it's a little confusing. But this book is her first it's her debut adult novel, which I think is awesome. And it follows these people who are called glow-mists. They use shadows to do magic. It follows this character, Charlie, and I don't, based on just reading the little blurb here, which I'm sure you can read on Goodreads, just based on reading that, I don't have a great concept of what the plot is supposed to be yet, but that's not what makes me nervous. What makes me nervous is people not saying that they don't understand the magic system and therefore it's not enjoyable to them. So I hope that I understand the magic system as I'm reading it, and that I love this book because I haven't read anything by Holly Black that I don't like. So if I read this and I didn't like it, it would finally be a book that Holly Black wrote and I didn't like. So I just really hope that it's everything that I want it to be. So this book I don't actually physically own yet. I just joined a book club, and it's a fantasy book club for this small bookstore called Tombolo Books in St. Pete, Florida, St. Petersburg. And I'm going to book club this Saturday to talk about the book for June. And I'm hoping that while I'm there, they will have the book for July available for sale. That would make sense to me, that the bookstore who's organizing a book club would stock the book. Last time I was there, they didn't have it. So I hope it's there. I don't know really anything about it, so I'm just going to read this Goodreads blurb here to you. It's actually called The Dawn Hounds by Sasha Stronach. I apologize if I said that incorrectly. And the blurb here says, the port city of Hynak is alive. Its buildings, its fashion, even its weapons. But after a devastating war and a sweeping biotech revolution, all its inhabitants want is peace. No one more so than Yat Jin Hawk, a reformed thief-turned-cop who patrols the streets at night. Yat has recently been demoted on the force due to lifestyle choices after being caught at a gay club. She's barely holding it together, haunted by memories of a lover who vanished and voices that float in and out of her head like radio signals. When she stumbles across a dead body on her patrol, two fellow officers gruesomely murder her and dump her into the harbor. Unfortunately for them, she wakes up. Oh, I'm intrigued already because I wasn't expecting that to go there. Resurrected by an ancient power, she finds herself with a new ability to manipulate life force. Quickly falling in with the pirate crew who has found her, she must race against time to stop a plague from being unleashed by the evil that has taken root in Hynak. That went from 0 to 100 like that. Holy shit. Okay, I'm excited to read this now. I hadn't read that until I literally read it to the camera. I did try to see if there were other books, because when you look at the Goodreads, it looks like it's a series because it has like in the parentheses afterwards, like Against the Quiet #1. So it makes me think it's the first in a series. It was published in 2019, but I could not find anything about another book. So I don't know, maybe I just need to continue to dig deeper, but I don't know if there's going to be future books. But I'm here for pirate, biotech, crew, manipulating life force. Like, this sounds very like steampunk Pirates of the Caribbean's, like, or something like that. Like, I'm into it. So those are the books that I'm hoping to read in July. I'll probably be back here for my August TBR with some of these books on them, on the August TBR. But tell me what you're hoping to read in July, and until next time.